just about you understanding the fact that you're basically much more than you think you are. And trust me, this is not one of those everybody comes, speak. Okay, fantastic. We have a whole lot of lineups, phenomenal speakers. Fela Drotoye is my mentor, a renowned nation building strategist. You have Frank Edwards, you have Apororo, you have Praise for Owe. Praise for Owe is undoubtedly Nigeria's leading family sex expert and family engineering system professional. You have a lady called, an award-winning lady called Adepeju Jayoba. Then you have this woman called Megbokwe, Ayodeji Megbokwe. I've not met her in person. It was the team, the volunteer team, who recommended this woman to me. And I went through her stories. She started her moimoi business with 1,000 naira. Today she's a global phenomenon, respected everywhere. She took the lead. So why can't she?
And you also have Mrs. Ibukun Awoshika.
Ibukun Awoshika, unfortunately, for one reason or the other, we're not able to eventually seal that. Okay. So we just have to let that, So we're trusting that 2018.
How does those that want to be a part of this conference, how do they go about it?
It's quite very simple. Registration is free. The conference itself is free. And frankly, Nelta, people keep asking. I still got the same question yesterday. Why are you having this kind of speakers and you cannot be charging for this kind of stuff? But you see, my response to the lady was quite very, very straight and direct. I have not been led to do so. I hold other programs, for instance, Brand Sense and all of them, where I charge people, attendees. But for this particular one, I do not have any conviction in my spirit to charge for it. And let me shock you. This is an avenue for me to give back to the society. I'm not where I want to be, but I know that there are opportunities I was looking for while I was boarding, and I didn't get them. Nyota, don't be shocked. This event holds at TBS Banquet Hall. Someone who lives on the mainland, trust me, even on that day, as much as many who are even listening to me right now, they desire to go there, they don't have transport fare. I'm telling you the pure truth. If I placed just 500 naira as registration fee or attendance fee for this conference, there are a whole lot of people who desire in their heart to be there who cannot afford that 500 naira. I'm not one of those guys who, because of status and grace that I experience right now, would forget where I'm coming from. And I don't believe that people don't appreciate what they don't pay for. I don't believe that. Because I've had people, invested a whole lot of their lives in me. And I appreciate them. I feel that the notion or the saying, oh, people only value what they pay for and all those things, blah, blah, blah. It's an avenue not to give what you really want to give. Those who would appreciate would appreciate. For the lives, over 700, 500 lives, and live attendees at the last year's conference, how much do they want to give to me that will be supported? Is sufficient. But again, we have sponsors. China's Television is one of them. This platform is a privilege. It's an honor that I cherish and the team cherishes. We have a whole lot of other organizations too. So for this one, it is free. Attendance is free. To register, all you need to do is just to visit www.LHC2017. LHC is Lofty Heights Conference. LHC2017.eventbrite. Eventbrite is spelled eventbrite.com. Or simply visit waletejumade.com.
Okay,
it's going to be a very phenomenal session.
So you go there to register?
Yes, you go there.
What does your registration?
Yes, it's just a day event.
What does the registration entail?
Nothing. You only request for it's Eventbrite registration.
What does it entitle you to?
Attendance. It entitles you to attend the event. Yeah. That's what the registration does for you.
Okay, let's talk about the event itself. Okay. You have segments. What would you be talking about?
One of the things that we've been able to do yet again, if you look at the setup of this crop of speakers and panelists, you have some dose of politics, you have family life, you have entrepreneur, you have nation building, you have entertainment. These are critical aspect of Nigeria's economy. And I should state at this point that these speakers and panelists were carefully selected to be on this platform. Let me start with Fela Drotoye. Fela Drotoye will be speaking taking the lead from the perspective of you as a citizen of the country, a citizen of Nigeria, choosing not to cast blames or aspersions on the government and all of that anymore. Then Mrs. Megbokwe talks from the perspective of business. Then you have Frank Edwards who has an amazing story of, you know, of grace and inspiration. You have Omojua. Omojua is also part of the panelists. That's Dafet Omojua. He's a social and political commentator. He's going to be there live also. Then he's going to be speaking from the political economy point of view, taking the lead from that angle. You have Apororo. Apororo is a comedian, takes it from the entertainment point of view. Then the lady Ayodeji, Jayoba, also takes it from the business point of view.
Okay, so you have the first segment on inspirational talks and instructional.
The way we usually do the instructional segment is such that there are 4 people, then Praise for Owe also. The 4 of them, we pair them in twos. So we may tag Praise for Owe and Frank Edwards, for instance. Both of them sit. Then you have a moderator. Then the people get to ask them questions on how they can move on and take the lead in their lives.
What do you expect the people to take away from the conference?
I desire and I know that everyone who attends that conference would have him or herself to thank for the year 2017. I expect that everyone would be able to have clarity of purpose and direction as it pertains to the conference, as it pertains to the conference. And I know very convincingly that everyone who attends would, you know, the year 2017 will set a landmark of greater beginnings in the person's life.
Thank you so much for coming on this morning, and we wish you all the best during your conference. We've been having a chat with the convener, Lofty Heights Conference, Wale Tejumade. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sunrise will take a break, and we'll be back in a moment.